Hey Ma, don't come in, I'm recording. Hey YouTube, how's it going? Today we're going to be playing some Stellaris. The new expansion Federations just came out. I'm real excited to, get my hands on it, get dirty with it, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah, so today we're going to be trying some of that. Obviously, as you know, this is a new YouTube channel. I've been a capital G gamer for my whole life, and I just really want to share that with the world. Because the world is such a beautiful place. The internet is such a beautiful place, and I want to be part of such a diverse and lovely community such as the internet. I really want to let you all into my personal life because I feel like I want to share my joy with you all, and I want to share my vulnerabilities with you. As you can see, I've already made ourselves a little empire, these little starfish things. Oh, they're so adorable. They're called the Nithlanian Merchant Republic. As you can see, they're a trade league. They're a republic. Obviously, they're very, very fair people. We would never enslave anyone. Um, but we're corporate. We have a bunch of these cool traits. Public relations specialists give us extra envoys and diplomatic weight, which is going to be very important for controlling the universe with money, of course. And free traders, which give us extra money to control the universe. Yeah, very cool, very cool. As you can see, they're docile, weak, decadent, and intelligent, which is going to be very important. As you might see, this decadent maybe gives you a hint. We're going to be playing syncretic evolution, which means we have a second species that forms an integral part of this civilization. They are big, strong, and most of them have the intelligence of a particularly dim-witted child. Ancient wars have culled their species to the most aggressive tendencies, leaving them quite servile. This is going to be very important for our playthrough because we are essentially going to enslave as much of the universe as possible. We're going to make money off of those slaves, and then we're going to use that money to control the rest of the universe and hopefully make some more slaves. Of course, we're authoritarian and xenophobes for the enslavement, and we're also a bit militarist, so we can fight around to get our way. So let's start here. We're going to be playing with a crap ton of AI empires because who doesn't love a clusterfuck? And we're going to everything else is default because yeah, Iron Man mode is on. All right, let's go. In the eons since the first primitive Nithlania communities took shape in the archipelagos and lagoons of Bav, our civilization has spread and prospered. In the early days, our people were governed by primitive feudal realms and inefficient nation-states. Gradually, as global trade increased, the myriad of corporations, consortiums, and guilds into which our merchants organized themselves grew increasingly wealthy and influential. After a period of conflict and rivalry, the most powerful of these entities banded together into a trade league with enough power over the economy to become the de facto world government. Now, after the discovery of the hyperlane network, the finest minds of the Nithlanian Merchant Republic have finished development of the first hyperdrives. The stars themselves are finally within our grasp. Let's begin. Now, the first part of our plan, of course, is we want to make slaves. So let's go over to species and let's oh, they're already slaves. Okay, well then we don't have to really change any of that. They started as slaves. Wow, and I thought I was the asshole, but apparently the game already knows. You know. Next up, we're going to just send out our science ships. Just send them in a bit of a circle. Survey some systems nearby, and we're just gonna go like that, and that, and that, and that. Perfect. Just so we can find some more things to exploit. I'm gonna use this construction ship, see if there's anything in our system. There is some minerals, and we're gonna go grab, and then, of course, we're gonna do a bit of research. So we're gonna grab ourselves some physics research, some pop growth speed, because who doesn't love more people? Overpopulation, not a big deal. And engineering research, of course, because we just want to research. Research to research, right?
Boom. We built something.
Boom. Boom indeed. And it seems we've found ourselves a precursor, the Gruna. Gruna. Just Gruna. The ISS Trokvian crew are eager to report that they have uncovered the remains of an ancient spacefaring species on Terrell 2, who appear to have inhabited the planet some 7 million years ago. While it is unclear why this species, who call themselves the Grunur, disappeared from the Terrell system, our scientists have isolated a promising archaeological dig site on that planet. Perhaps further study will yield more clues. As we can see, there's a bit of an archaeological dig site. Very interesting, very interesting. But we're gonna wait a bit before going to that because we need a scientist who's smart enough to do it. Ooh, and we found some Zro nearby already. That was quick. Dang. We're gonna start off by getting ourselves a mining district just to get a bit more minerals. These cool kids chilling like a villain. Wait, are we the villains? Although I definitely want to get a federation up nice and fast, some trade, I do want to go expansion first because, I mean everyone goes expansion first, so, I don't know, ask everyone else. I think one of the things we're going to do is maybe get an alloy foundry so we can not only build some more ships, but get some of our people out of these, the worker
Resource scan complete.
So we're just going to pop down an alloy foundry. Ooh, another tradition. We're going to go more into expansion. We just want to expand as quickly as possible. We want to get some new colonies up if we find a nice planet like this one. A tomb. Yeah, it's not really a nice planet, but the idea is that we find a nice planet and we get some quick colonies up. Let's actually have a quick look at the other species, the Zeran. We're actually gonna have a look. So, as you can see, they are thrifty, which makes them great clerks. They're rapid breeders, which, means we can get lots and lots and lots of slaves. Fantastic. They're serviles because any subspecies from syncretic evolution is servile, so you get extra happiness, extra resources, and they can't do any smart things because they're idiots. They're wasteful, but who cares? They're slaves, and they're repugnant, but who cares? They're slaves. So yeah, it's pretty good. I'm not too worried about putting them on a planet that they don't really like because, well, they're slaves. So yeah.
I found something.
Ooh, an anomaly, finally, one that we might actually be able to do. 180 days, not too long. Atmospheric readings from Jundius 2A do not match simulated projections. Let's have a look at that.
Boom. We built something.
I love how it says boom. Every time I build something, it gives me such a sense of accomplishment. Pride and accomplishment. Is this? Immense ragged plains of shadow drift across Jundius 2A's face. They are cast not by clouds, but by sheets of organic material, drifting through the upper layers of the atmosphere, hinged, or rather jointed, to allow for a small degree of articulation. Science Officer Fadravar is as yet unwilling to say whether these things are flora or fauna, or what possible purpose, if any, their elaborate shadow casting may serve. Shadow play. And it seems like I can't do anything with that. It's just a cool thing we found. It gives us some society research there. Oh, extra pop growth speed, fantastic. And physics research for more physics research. Gene clinics already. Wow, so we can get even more pop growth speed. You know, that actually sounds really, really good. And I'm actually just gonna go for it because who even needs anything more than more people? And now I'm really torn because the research speed would be nice, but I love automatic exploration just so I can click it and forget it. So the decadent species within me is going to go for the automatic exploration. No orders. Build that shit.
Wow, we really hit this tech out of the ballpark.
More engineering research of engineering research, and let's just get some more minerals. Because, I mean, we want a better economy. Who cares about afterburners and strikecraft when you could get just minerals, right? Fantastic. I love it. Ooh. Free space. Slaves. Slaves. We found slaves. Oh my god. Regional capital primitive factories. Where are they? Sorry, I should just read this. We have detected the presence of a pre-space alien civilization on Bide 3 in the Bide system. Atmospheric contaminants and light pollution visible from orbit are consistent with a densely populated machine-age society. They appear to have mastered air travel, and factories are mass-producing goods in their cities. We should consider building an observation post above their world to study them more closely. That's a great idea. I have a better idea. Why don't we just invade them? And how many people are here? 24? What? That's a lot of people. That's a lot of slaves. Oh, and mushrooms too. Let me just build us an army real quick. The invasion force is preparing. You'll never know what to hit them. One more. One more. Come on. Here we go. Okay. Let's head over to Bide 3. Through hard work and experience, scientist Fadra has developed new skills. Ooh, what new skills? I think Spark of Genius, which is pretty good. I'm so excited. Here we go. Look at them. Look at their lights. Look at the civilization. Look how happy they are. 52%. That's actually not even that high. We're happier than they are. We have part of our people enslaved. Look how happy these guys are. 50. Wow, they're really happy. 54%. If anything, we're doing them a favor. Oh, they're right here. I didn't even see them. Okay, let's land the armies. Do they even stand a chance? 53 against 119. Well, I have no idea. I guess we'll find out.
Our troops just hit enemy soil running.
Yeah, no, they don't. They definitely do not stand a chance. Yep, definitely not. And they're gone. Our armies have successfully invaded and subdued the primitive forces on Bide 3. I thought it was Bide 2. Whatever. The locals have given up all attempts at fighting back, and we have now subsumed their civilization into our empire. Although backwards as they are, it may take some time for the natives to become fully productive members of Nithlanian society. The Xenos are no match for us. So they have the stellar culture shock. Here, stellar culture shock. Resources from jobs minus 33%, stability minus 20, empires fall from pops minus 50%. That's actually pretty good. We're going to start off by firstly building ourselves some precinct chances. That's important. And then we are going to try and get a low-ranked Nithlanian here and send him over. There we go. Now we have 2 executives and 1 enforcer on this planet. It's getting the crime kind of down, not really. But yeah, these people really hate us. Pop approval rating is really low. Hopefully that will change at the end of the month. Changed a little bit at the end of the month. Right now it's just due to the fact that so many of these people are unhappy. How much is it costing us right now to keep these guys on? It's the habitability is 20%, so it means that their upkeep is almost doubled, and their amenity usage is almost doubled as well. So they're using quite a bit of consumer goods and amenities. But it should be fine overall. There's still 13 workers unemployed. It's probably not helping. We should maybe consider setting their rights, at least temporarily, to domestic servitude. It means they're a bit less unhappy, and they can also produce some amenities if they're not currently employed. So we're going to take that, and that means we should get everyone technically has a job now. Okay, Okay, well, they don't actually have a job, but they should be producing these. Right. Holding another job will be employed as servants, increases amenities. Maybe they can't. Who knows? And while we're here, let's just upgrade this starport to a starbase. This is not great. I don't really want a criminal underworld, so guess we give increased benefits.
Resource scan
I have
complete.
no idea how that's gonna do. Apparently it doesn't matter because they don't get any benefits. Okay, fantastic. Well, hopefully these precincts will come online soon and we can put the population in control. And yeah, we might just make a few commercial zones, just so we can get some quick jobs up. Because that's really what we need. You need a lot more jobs. I don't want to wait that long to just get 2 jobs. I want to get 5 jobs at a time. Precinct houses are complete. We're going to resettle another 2 pops. On Divide. We have a bunch of police here. That's raised our stability by quite a bit. And we have a new faction. A faction has been recently gaining traction the internal political landscape of the Niflanian Merchant Republic. Led by Chancellor Raldnik, they call themselves the Hierarchical Union. Their members have been pushing hard for an extreme centralization of political and military power. I agree with that. A disgruntled faction will be a source of trouble, but one that approves of the government's actions could provide useful. So we have this faction, 7 people. I like their stuff. Are we not an autocracy? I thought we were. Oh no, we're a megacorp. Right. Right now we're losing some money, probably because this planet is just sucking all of my resources. Which is not great. But hopefully, yeah, later we can amend this. There's just not enough food. Let's just get the agricultural district. This energy should be off-put soon by the commercial zones. And the consumer goods, I guess I just have to make some more myself. Although, when we do get our trade federation, or whatever it's called, we get to get a special trade policy. What are you doing? You're doing nothing. Okay, go build. Go build this. Go. Shoot. What are you doing? I just said that. Okay. Okay, that's allowed.
Resource scan complete.
Fantastic. You're done. Okay, go over here. Get some more stuff. Very good, very good. You're doing great. What's your name? Fadrova. You're doing great, Fadra. What is this? Survey ship has scanned Spirum 3 and has detected some artificial structures worth a closer look. Unnervingly, there are no signs of any population down there. Ooh, interesting. Okay, well this one's a bit harder than the other. Hell Plus. Okay, that sounds like a fun time. It's a bit harder than the other archaeological dig site we have here, which is only difficulty of 2. So once our scientist makes its way around here, maybe some stuff here, we'll send him to this archaeological site. Gotta keep building. Oh, what is this? A new tradition. I don't really like it, but I guess we have to get Reach for the Stars to get. I mean, that's not great. That's pretty good. What if we get all of them? Adopting all expansion traditions will allow all of your planets to build 1 additional district. That's pretty okay. But most importantly, we get an ascension perk. So yeah, let's just keep going down this tree. Well, although we didn't find a habitable planet, I guess this slave planet will have to do. I mean, it's just full of slaves. But, oh, they're working as servants. Wow, look at them. Amazing. Look at how unhappy they are. It's fantastic. mean, it's not that. I don't. I don't enjoy their pain. Maybe a little. Okay, of course I enjoy their pain. I'm making crime? Why are you making crime? What have I done to you? He's authoritarian. See, you believe in this stuff. You're still making issues for me. Unbelievable.
Wow,
Guess
we really hit
we
this
just
tech
build
out of the
more
ballpark.
corvettes because don't really have anything else to spend my allies on. You know what? Let's just fill it all the way up to our naval capacity. 20 corvettes. Fantastic. And we have a new tech. Oh yes, laziness. Fantastic. Let's get lasers. I do like lasers. I don't really want this, but shields or lasers. I think I'll go lasers because the best defense is a good offense, right? So I don't know why this comes up as the energy weapons path, but this is not the shields path. So yeah, let's just get this.
Anomaly found. Hey,
Another anomaly. Wow. Wait, this is routine. So let's do this. Impressive structures litter a small area surface of. I'm not even gonna try. Practically begging for some archaeological work, but not actual archaeological work because it's not a big site. It's just an anomaly.
Construction complete.
All right, let's build a starbase. Then we can maybe at some point get this big site. And another research gene clinics. Oh, fantastic. Slave process. I do love slaves. Slaves are so good. It's free money. It's free real estate if you think about it. What this whole planet is free real estate. We're gonna get you a gene clinic. Yes. I just realized I'm gonna be spending so much in consumer goods on the 7 people who are gonna be living here, but they're worth double, so it's gonna be like having 14 pops just for some enforcement and executives and growth. But it's got to be done, right?
Imagine the profit margins on this tech.
Let's just build max out on city districts here as well. We just want to have as many people here as possible. And we got another tech, more minerals. Let's robots. I don't think we're gonna go robots in this run. I think that's a bit much. Let's just grab the mining station output because that's not bad. Intriguing. An abandoned amusement park. The structures on that place are not as old as we first believed. It seems to be a playground or amusement park of some sort. Science Officer Fadravar, my favorite science officer by the way, notes that many of the contraptions are highly complex creations that we can learn much from, and that to the builder's alien eyes, this might have been a cutting-edge sensor array or even a gigantic art installation. Regardless, to us Nighthlania, it looks mostly like a place where you would take your young and let them amuse themselves. Great. God, we found that amusement park. Really worried that we wouldn't find an amusement park. Or maybe we could find a planet as well, guys. That would be great. I know I love you, Badra Va, but
Construction
but
complete.
Mr. Va, you really gotta return on that investment. I gave you a ship, and you haven't really found me a planet. Oh, ships? Ships? Where? What are those? Is that a caravan? I think it's a caravan. Oh, it is a caravan. Hello. Fura, daughter of Fura. Greetings to you, Nighthlania. From the Racket Industrial Enterprise. We are brokers, deal makers, and have traveled the stars from trade station Jungle. Okay. We pass through your space and peace only to buy, to sell. Okay, that's great. Let's what do you got? Ooh. They'll give us allies if we give them Zero. Well, we actually don't know how to get Zero, so kind of a useless offer. Thanks anyway. I was hoping they would give me some slaves. Ooh, what's this? Our starbase in the Atheorix system reports that the Racket Industrial Fleet, okay, has evacuated and abandoned a decrepit ship now in unstable orbit around the system's central star. Let's, we could either go grab it, I guess, look through it, or consumer goods. I do like consumer goods, but do want to see where this special project goes, so we're going to go with that.
Log updated.
And is it? I assume it's a
Prospect
military
analyzed.
thing, or is it a? Oh, it's a construction thing. Where is our construction guy? Build those, and build those. Then go research that. Oh no, I didn't do it. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, new faction, the superiority movement. Oh, that's also, I agree with that very much as well. Xenophobe and authoritarian. Wow, what a lovely place to live, right? I'm sure the mushroom and the whatever the hell these guys are. What are these guys? Frogs. Mushrooms and the frogs are so happy. I feel like we should be growing more on the Z-Rams. Because we have all our specialists filled out. We just kind of need more of a workforce. How's Bide going? Biders can build more buildings. Do we want any more buildings? Yeah, there's not really much else we can put here because I don't want to station any of my people here because it'll cost me way too much. Oh, speaking of putting people here, a funny story. I think I've got 2 here. Yes, I did. Now we have 7 people here, costing me a ridiculous amount of consumer goods. It's actually not too bad. 10. That's okay. Ooh, another anomaly. It will require extensive probing, but can garner substantial. Okay, so we have no idea what this is. Sure, research it. Who cares? Our construction ship is probably going to go over here for a bit, so you have time to, you know, mess around with anomalies.
Rebuild something.
Nice. I'm surprised we haven't encountered anyone else yet. I made the galaxy nice and packed. Ooh. Oh, this is a character. What is that? After the study of Joinem 4 has concluded, Science Officer Fadravar reports that they have found the planet to be unusually rich in minerals. This discovery was made possible in large part thanks to a certain member of the ISS Trokbium crew. Fadravar praises the protege highly. Okay, we could either offer him the science position, or we could just keep him. I don't really need another scientist, so I think we'll just keep him in the crew. That's fine. What level is Fadravar? Level 3. So, hopefully soon he'll get to level 4, and then we can send him. I want to wait till he gets to level 4 before I send him on this archaeological site. Although it
Resource
should be
scan
possible
complete.
now. Well, I'm just gonna put in another commercial center, just because we're at -2 jobs right now, which is gonna get worse. So we need a bunch more jobs. Ooh. Likely due to the vessel being a civilian transport, the shipboard databases were not fully scrubbed as part of the decommissioning process. So while nothing else of value is found aboard the ship, our data scientists have managed to recover partial references to unknown alien technologies. Excellent! Yeah, rare crystal manufacturing. I can't remember exactly what that does. I think it lets you make the crystal resource, but I can't check. Let's just get price pool. Actually, not too bad right now. We have a lot of pops because we have 2 colonies, but actually pretty under control. But I'll still grab it just because it's nice to have. It's down from 58 to 54. Cool. And let's check out that technology while we're at it. Rare crystals, synthetic crystal plants. Yes, it lets us make rare crystals. That's cool. But we have no real use for them right now, so I guess we'll just wait. So right now we're still making a bit of loss on consumer goods, so I am considering changing our trade policy, but I really just want to wait. I just want to wait, because,
Prospect analyzed.
well, we shouldn't be too far. No, we are a bit far from the Federation. I do want to build a few more buildings here. But I am worried that if I change our trade policy for consumer goods, that we will run out of money. Let's have a look. Economic policy. No, trade policy. Here we go. Wealth creation. So right now, at each point of trade that we have, so we have 44 here and we have 32 here, so that's 76 together. We should make, yeah, about 78 it says here. It's about 78 energy credits from trade. But if we change this, we could go half for energy credits and then we get a quarter consumer goods, or we could just go half energy credits and a quarter unity. Actually, we might go for this, just so we can get our consumer goods up to a positive number. You know, we don't have to worry about that. Means we can't change it for 10 years though, but I think it's worth it. And as we tick over the month, here we go. Oh, we are actually losing credits, but we do gain a bunch of consumer goods per month now, which is very, very good for the economy. Could even sell some of them. I don't know if I want to really. I think I'd rather just wait to see this make me some more money with trade. Let's actually have a look at trade while we're at it. Trade routes. We have, ooh, we do have some pilots. That is not good. How are we doing with this starbase? This says modules already. This one does not have modules, and if I count it correctly, 1, 2 spaces away. If we put a gun battery and a missile battery on them, it will protect the trade all the way up to Biv. So let's just go ahead and do that. And as for buildings here, I don't think any of these are really important right now, so we're just going to leave that. And so far this run is doing pretty well. We actually have a lot of slaves already just because we got lucky and found this
Planetary exploitation forecast complete.
I guess industrial age or machine age pre-FTL civilization that we can exploit very, very well. Look at all of them. 16 clerks. Just trade they're making. 46 trade. Easily makes enough to counter this. A quarter of that is, so we're making 10 and a bit consumer goods, so we're making that back. And we're making, what, 23 energy credits, so we're not quite making that back. But the good thing about this is that the slaves will only increase. But these will stay the same. So this number is going to go up, but the consumer goods cost is pretty much going to stay the same. The energy credits cost is going to stay, it's going to change a little. Every time we build one of these, it's going to cost us 2. But each one of these makes 10 trade, so do the math. That gets 5 energy credits for each two energy credits that it costs to upkeep this. So it should be worth it in the long run. The only thing that's not so great right now is that the planet that I have a building slot on is not the planet that I want to build a building on. So I want to build the gene clinic on this one, but right now I'm not going to. But we are growing some more Zerans here instead of our guys, the Nithlanians. But it is good because we are growing some more Zerans here now instead of the Nithlanians. So we can fill out a bit of our workforce. And yeah, if we need more space for our workforce, we just build more districts of some sort. But right now we're still good for jobs, we're still good for housing. Crime is a bit high, but not enough to really warrant another precinct just yet. Maybe later. Ooh, a new anomaly. Ship sensors are picking up an unexplained pattern of interference in the Stellaris system. Okay, yeah, research it. Ooh, there's another ocean planet here, and an alpine world. Alpine is, it's not too bad. We have 15% habitability, but these guys might be able to survive it. Yeah, see, these guys are Arctic preference, but they still have a 60% habitability on Alpine, and honestly, that's not too bad, especially because they're slaves. They're not going to be costing me that much either way. And for the next tech, I think we're gonna avoid this. Oh, wait a second. This is almost researched for us. I guess we may as well just do the last 2 months. Yeah. Why not, right? Ooh, sonified science. The ISS truck crew has succeeded in isolating a signal embedded within the unusual pattern of interference in the Stenlar system. The signal is a song, a complex sonification of an advanced mathematical equation to be precise, and one that science officer Fadravar cannot seem to get out of his head. Who or what may have composed this song remains unknown, though its complexity infers an incredible level of technological sophistication regarding subspace harmonics. The signal's geodesics suggest a point of origin from outside of our galaxy. Dang. Curious. We have this We can now make rare crystals if we wanted to, I guess. Not that I really care. Planet build speed is nice. We could maybe go that. Coil guns. We are getting lasers already, so I guess we don't need to get coil guns that quickly. Corvette hull points is very good, so let's just grab that. So our Corvettes are a bit more tanky. And let's just get you to do stuff because I keep forgetting about you. And you know what? Even though we haven't gotten this system under our control yet, let's just start making a colony ship. Maybe we should make a few just to get ready. No, let's just wait. We'll make this colony ship and send it over here. And we'll start getting a bunch of bases around here. And then we can start colonizing these two at the same time. And we have a new tech. Blue lasers, fantastic. We can get fusion reactors, which is nice. Energy credits, which is nice. Research speed, which I love, because more research. Gotta go for the research speed. Things are quiet here. Let's maybe get rid of some of these tile blockers. So let's grab this one and this one, get rid of them. So we have a bit more space to build districts on this planet. What about Bav? Does Bav have? Bav has tile blockers. Bav has a bunch of tile blockers. So let's just get rid of all of them while we're at it. No need to build extra districts because it's just going to cost me more energy credits. Don't really want to do that right now. But we'll just get rid of them because we have the money. And these guys are growing quite slowly. Oh, actually, I take it back. These guys are growing quite quickly. 4.3 per month, but these guys are probably... Oh, these are also growing quickly. Oh, I take it back. Everything, all growth is good. We could maybe even encourage some growth here. Just so we can get a few more of these guys. Anyway, this science ship is doing nothing. Let's send you... Actually, let's just send you to the dig site. Yeah, you have 4. You can deal with it. Skill of 4 out of 5, which is almost done. And yeah, we can build the research and the mining stations here. This colony ship can head over here and colonize this planet. Tiakia Prime. Great. We can get to this shipyard and build 2 more colony ships. Yeah. And a new tech. Slave army, slave processing. That's great. Naval capacity from jobs. We actually don't have any soldiers. Food from farmers is important. We're kind of running low on food. We could also build hydroponic stuff, but right now it's not really that worth it. We can just get food from farmers. We have enough farmers, I believe. Here we have 6 farmers, and on this planet we have 4 farmers, so it's 10 farmers in total. So it's definitely worth getting that extra boost. Oh, and election is coming soon. So we have a few agendas. We have trade value up, that's okay. Slave pop resource output. Yes. Let's elect you. There's even no elections. I just choose it. That seems fair. That seems democratic. Wow, okay, so we've quickly gone over our Empire Sprawl, which is not great. But I guess it's to be expected because we have so many pops and so many districts, and colonies as well, so that's gone up by quite a bit. We have the 3rd colony, and we're about to get another 2 colonies out. So we probably want to do something about that. We could maybe get some more bureaucrats, but this place still doesn't have any space, and I keep making colony ships, so it doesn't really grow that quickly either, unfortunately. But what we will do is we'll get this slave processing facility up on Bade. So that will mean we get I believe it was 5% increase in slave output. I don't believe that works on the clerks, so they'll still produce the same, but these guys will all produce 5% extra, which is nice. But also, it'll reduce their political power, which is great because it means that the stability of our planet will be much higher. Just looking at our factions, 7. Do we only have 14 pops? No, we have 22. Okay, so 8 of them aren't part of anything, which I guess makes sense because they're probably the militarists who haven't made a faction yet. I guess they'll do that eventually. We just got through the excavation. So decoded ancient data crystals have been found at the dig site, chronicling the Grenouille's military exploits. While most are local and of little interest, several volumes detail the Grenouille's first encounter with an alien species referred to as the Baul organism. Little more can be gleaned from about the Baul at this point, save that they were a massive plantoid species and had many colonies seeded among the stars. Enticing. But anyway, that's probably enough for this episode. We've got these two colonies down. This is not really a colony. They're enslaved species, civilization even. But we're about to get our third colony down, and we'll be sending out two very, very soon. The slave empire is looking, it's looking pretty good for us anyway, not so much for the slaves. But I hope you enjoyed this, and yeah, stay tuned for the next episode.